Hello everyone, Phantasm Mask here, and welcome to the first installment of Let's Play James Bond 007 Nightfire for the Nintendo GameCube. Unlike my Agent Under Fire LP, which if you've seen that then you probably know that the cutscenes didn't work out too well with my capture card, Nightfire works. Don't know what the deal with that is, but here, have some exposition.
A redesigned piece of missile guidance hardware intended for the orbiting U.S. space weapons platform has been stolen. NATO has advised that recovery is critical. Should an unfriendly power reverse engineer this device, the platform's global defense capabilities would be severely compromised. Recent intelligence implicates Raphael Drake in the theft. Hard to believe, as Drake is a respected green industrialist whose Phoenix International dismantles obsolete atomic reactors and decommissions nuclear arsenals. An Allied agent planted in Drake's organization reports that Alexander Mayhew, a British expatriate who heads Phoenix's Japanese branch, is en route to Drake's castle in Austria. The stolen guidance device will change hands tonight during a formal gathering at the castle.
So, that's pretty much setting up the plot for Nightfire. Some of you may be asking, well, where's the prologue level that this game has? I didn't feel like I should show that because it's nothing more than I auto-aim for you and hit the trigger button to fire a weapon. It really doesn't contribute that much to the plot other than introduce a character that's not really that major. That will be in this level in particular. Nothing really too special. But Nightfire. So I promised that I would do this, and I'm so happy that I got my hands on a copy of Nightfire, which, ironically enough, still has the EB Game sticker for $39.99 on it. And let's see. Controls compared to Agent Under Fire. This thing controls better than Agent Under Fire, but definitely still pretty dated. Let's see if we can take out some of these guys here. Let's take out the guy in the tower first. And to finish it all off. So, this is the only level that I went through and had a refresher course on to, you know, get kind of a handle on how this game controls. I did that with Agent Under Fire, but this one I felt that I definitely needed to go back because it's such a huge difference, really, when it comes to how the game controls compared to EA's last outing with the 007 license. This one is a much bigger game, a much longer game, and a better looking game. Already you can tell that some of the weapons that you have in this don't look as bland as they did in Agent Under Fire. Like, you've got a suppressed tactical sniper rifle. You've got Brosnan's huge 9mm pistol that he carried in the later Bond movies, and the fact that you also have Brosnan's likeness with this game. That's definitely an improvement over Agent Under Fire, which I criticized that whoever they used to mocap Bond, huge mistake. It just looked really, really bad. So far, really my only complaint is that it still suffers from like this really, really slow strafe.
I'd give that dive a 3, actually.
And there's stuff like that. That guy's just standing there waiting. So yeah, stealth in this game, it's definitely a lot more refined than Agent Under Fire. Also, there's, you know, you've got all these different gadgets that you have at once. You have the introduction of these sunglasses here, which allow you to use either thermal vision or night vision. It definitely can become helpful later in the game with even some boss fights. Snipers in it. Ooh, that sniper was not in the same place when I did my refresher. Weird. Let me jump down here. And already through the first area, so moving right along with Nightfire. So, a little bit of my history with Nightfire. I really, really loved this game back when it came out. I think this game came out in 2003. Playing the GameCube version, that was the console that I had back then, mostly because it was the most affordable. I really, really liked this game, playing split screen with my friends over playing the deathmatch stuff with classic Bond villains, going into rooms like this, looking at valuable pieces of, and breaking it. And nobody cares. So, I mean, this game was just, back in the day, this, in my opinion, is probably a proper successor to GoldenEye. You know, everybody always talks about, well, there hasn't been a Bond game that's been as good as GoldenEye, and I think Nightfire is definitely that game. I think there really hasn't been a Bond game since this that's really captured the spirit of a Bond film, or just being Bond in a video game. I've went through Tomorrow Never Dies, and that was just a nightmare. Going through Agent Under Fire, while it's not the worst thing on the planet, it still has its share of problems. This one honestly feels like it is the missing Brosnan movie. In fact, this should have happened instead of Die Another Day. I know that's probably not that popular of an opinion. I know there's a lot of Brosnan fans out there, but sorry, I just... Some of the Brosnan movies got really silly towards the end, which is why I'm glad stuff like Nightfire exists. Because granted, it does have some silly things that happen later on in the game. It's nowhere near as bad as a satellite laser that wants to do nothing but eliminate the minefield between North and South Korea. That's just getting pretty dumb. Alright, so moving right along. Yeah, this is not taking long at all. Probably might even break a record for this mission. Also, weapon variations. Going back to the weapons. Oh my, the amount of diversity that you can find in the various weapons. Like, for example, that hint screen was talking about the Kowloon Type 40. It's a burst pistol, basically like a 3-round burst Glock in the game. I'm surprised I didn't kill him. And I'm running out of armor. Bond moves are back from Agent Under Fire. We'll go on ahead and switch to the Duetski. Very unique knockoff name for the MP5K. Or whatever variant of the MP5 or G3 that they want to go into. Well then. That's pretty interesting. Have a nice little fight with them at the door. Only disadvantage to this weapon is the very, very low magazine capacity for a burst fire weapon. Hint, use watch laser. Alright. Zoe Nightshade, a character that makes another appearance from Agent Under Fire, a reoccurring character in the period while EA held the license to the Bond games. Not sure if she's in everything or nothing, but because I've never played that one actually. Hopefully one day I might play that one. Who knows? If I remember, definitely gonna have to take out the windows here. So in fact, we'll just switch to the pistol to do that. Because there's going to be a fight and we need to use a rocket launcher, and if glass gets in the way, well... Let's see. Make sure we got all the glass out, and then move to the AT-420 Sentinel. First real level, you get a boss fight. It's pretty great, actually. Get a Russian gunship to fight with no dialogue. So let's see. Track and I think it takes the magical 3 hits to destroy his gunship. The good old gaming cliche of 3 hits to kill the boss. Get a nice cutscene there of getting away from the gunship.
Hang on to me, Zoe.
I thought you'd never ask. Nice landing, James.
Well,
Why do you always seem to end up on top?
A lower center of gravity?
so that does it for the first mission of Nightfire. Gold medal. Nowhere near the platinum medal target. So, next time we will be going through the Alpine Escape. So, tune in at next time. Can't wait to dive more into Nightfire, one of the best Bond games out there. Until next time, Phantasm Mask here, signing out.